This is Morten from INKISH TV here, second day at Printing United in Las Vegas. I tell you, yesterday was a blast, and I also hope that my dear friend Nidhi from DesignO.
Hello everyone.
Was it a good day for you yesterday?
Oh yeah, I mean it was a bit crazy in the afternoon when we had customers visiting us, as well as there were some walk-ins, and it was exciting to show them the product DesignO and all-in-one web to print. And I think people are loving the concept of getting a very fluid web to print that they can integrate not only with their existing applications.
When you go to a show like this in America, of course you have customers in America, and of course you want more customers. But how is it to be an Indian company coming to the US market? Is it easy or is it difficult from coming to market perspective?
Okay, so it's both. It's easy because when you have a very good product, right, that your customers believe in, and you have the success stories around it, right, you know that you are going to be appreciated for the technology that you bring in, and everyone knows that India is the
number
land
one
of
it. Yeah, precisely.
technology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, yes, when you are not an American and you come here all the way to sell to American people, that definitely makes it difficult. But we have kind of now grown up as a global economy, right?
Yeah.
We have been here for years. Most of our customers are Americans, and now I think I don't feel that difference when I'm talking to them. I understand that language. I understand how they run their business, and that's what our strength is. So.
I was just thinking because our joint friend Pat McGrew, you and her has worked closely together on your book project, right?
I'm so glad that she chose to be part of that project, and she believed in the idea, because the book culminated from the free time that we got during the pandemic, and we were thinking how we can help our customers in general to understand that what it takes to implement a web to print, not just DesignO, but any web to print.
And that was exactly why I was asking about, because I think that when you write a book and publish a book, it is, of course, it serves a purpose to educate the market.
Yes.
But you know, when we basically live in a market where both web to print and also design tools and also printing machines and all the technology we see is so widely spread, now it's also about positioning yourself as a company and I would say kind of a thought leader, right? So was that the reason why you did the book?
Oh yes, everybody thinks the book is all about DesignO. It's nothing of that sort, because that's what I wanted Pat to be on this project, because to verify the idea, and she loved it, because this book is not at all about what we do with DesignO, but it's all about our customers who are printers, that what they should expect when they buy a web to print. What are the stages going to be? What they need to put it into this project to make it work?
What kind of headaches to foresee, so you can make your transformation to become digital easier, right?
But how do they prepare their internal team for this adoption, right? It's not just a piece of software that you buy and it goes up and running on its own.
No, because
you need a lot of internal preparation.
Yeah, and you need to make sure that this shop that you have online is reflecting the values of your shop offline, right? So that is, okay.
Yes.
So the reason why I'm asking these questions is because, you know, when I try to understand your business and I try to understand the market, I always try to think a little bit about, okay, how do you position yourself as a customer? And when you did the book, I have unfortunately not read it yet, but I would like to, but when you have put a lot of effort into doing a book like this and positioning yourself in the market, how is the market then reacting? The people that are reading it and the people that gets the book, how do they think of it?
Okay, so those who have read it, I've got feedback from the readers who have taken up the book, and I'm glad that people feel it's helping them to get a clear idea of that if they invest in something of this kind, how should they first prepare themselves, their internal team, and in fact their customers for the adoption of the software, because something of this kind is for everyone. It's not just for your sales team, it's not just for your production team, it's for your customers as well, right? So I was speaking to one of our customers, and when he told that before buying web to print, he went through the book and it helped him to understand clearly what time, money and people he would need to invest on the project. It helped him to plan it ahead.
Fantastic.
So I'm glad to get such reviews from the readers. And
I was thinking, because I mean, you've been in business with Design and Buy for some years now, and I was just wondering, because I mean, writing a book about how to get from A to C in your process requires a lot of understanding from how a business operates when you're in the printing industry. Is that based on feedback you get from customers and your knowledge from implementing solutions?
yes, so since the beginning, I'm very involved with the customer journey of not only buying from us but implementing it into their business, and then post implementation, analysis and review. So I'm constantly in touch with our customers so that I get to know that when such a system is put into working, how people perceive it,
Yeah.
what they want, how they want to use the system.
Yeah.
And that's from where those feedback are again funneled into the product development. So that
because
has helped us
because that
so
becomes
far.
like an ecosystem, right? And that
Yes.
was I was asking because when you do, I mean, the more complex in a positive way a software solution becomes, the more domain knowledge you need to have about how the industry works, right? So this becomes like an ecosystem.
Yes.
You write something, you learn, you get feedback, you maybe make an edition 2 of the book, and you make better software and you improve the processes.
Yeah, because if the people who are going to use the software contribute in making it better and better over the time, I think.
All winners, right?
Yes, all winners. So-
And here you, for example, have now the DesignO, right? We're going to
Yes.
see a demo a little bit later. Was that when you decided to make it like a design studio that you have like as a separate product? Was that because you realized that maybe people who have other commerce platforms or other MIS systems or all the technology, now you have like a plug-in that can you basically broaden your market?
Yeah. So what was happening is that over this decade-long experience of working with our customers, I believe that every one of them has different internal IT, literacy, manpower, interest areas, right? However, most of the time the web to print systems are so tightly coupled, either it come all at once or nothing of it, right? But people are already using, let's say some of them are already using an MIS or an ERP and they don't want to change it. Probably they are happy with, all they need is
Just the
probably a
design.
plugin.
Yeah.
Now if you go and say them, okay, our system won't work with this MIS and you have to change your ERP, they're like, my all hard work of 2 years is going to be in vain.
Yeah.
So that was a problem area that we identified with our customers, and we were thinking how to solve this so that customers can adopt whatever parts of web to print they want to
So
plug
they
it
could have
into their
they
business.
could pick and choose basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how the idea of DesignO came up, and we thought, why not let's make it completely API based and modular, so that let's say if someone has a website and someone is already using an MIS, all they need is a design studio and probably production workflow management system. So they can just plug in DesignO modules.
So that basically means, just to understand 100%, that with a very comprehensive API,
Yes.
you don't need the front end. You can basically have everything automated, and everybody's talking about automation anyway, right?
Yeah.
So that is just an add-on to that one. I was just, I have a little provocation of a question, because I was also thinking, Australian kava have become very, very popular.
Yes.
Have you got inspiration a little bit from having a design platform that can be
See,
used?
I'll be honest that definitely whenever we do conceptualize a product, we do study different popular platforms.
And the market, of course, right? Yeah.
Because you get to know that what your prospective customers are following and liking. So I
Precisely.
think that's So
But that's only
definitely we took
natural because that's how you.
inspiration, from many of the popular platforms that people prefer.
Yeah.
But yes, the concept of DesignO in itself is unique when you get such comprehensive APIs at every stage. So now you can plug in your inventory suppliers. Now you can plug in your production partners and fulfillment partners just through APIs without changing anything within the application.
Fantastic. And you already got a design award for it, right?
Oh yeah,
Or
I'm
not a
so
designer, a
proud
Pinnacle, yeah?
because our technology does not just brought us one. We also have the product award, which has not yet been delivered. But I'm so proud and thankful to my team because everyone contributed, right from the marketing team who did run the surveys. I hope Abhishek would have been here. So they run the surveys on what features should we incorporate. The analyst team, the sales team who contributed in the feature listing, then the technical team. So everyone has contributed, and finally the customers who have appreciated the effort and are seeing the ROI of this coming back. So I'm so happy and glad.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And thank you for your the chat with you. And you know, next time I see you is in Copenhagen for the non-event.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm up for it and exciting.
That's great.
Thank you.
Nidhi,
Thank you,
thank you very much.
Martin.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
Yeah, you too.